50 gangs across the city of Memphis. Tonight, we got a look inside the work MPD's multi-gang unit does daily, tracking the crimes these gangs commit.
You think Pooh Shiesty is the most dangerous rapper out of Memphis? Wait till you find out how Young Dolph got hit with 22 bullets in broad daylight. Hang tight as we take you through the dark tales of the deadliest gangster rappers from Memphis, Young Dolph. From the dark corners of Orange Mound down in South Memphis to the deadly streets of Hickory Hill, the city of Memphis has become home to the most dangerous gangsters out there. It became when rapper Young Dolph was gunned down at a bakery store in the south of Memphis.
Breaking news, rapper Young Dolph has been shot dead in Memphis, the shooting taking place outside a cookie store. The store's owner says the 36-year-old entertainer was gunned down by someone in a vehicle.
Now, Young Dolph wasn't just some ordinary rapper who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. In fact, he was one of the toughest gangsters out of Memphis. He was the only gangster rapper in Memphis who had survived multiple drive-by incidents and barely escaped with bullet wounds. And all this happened because of his beef with none other than Memphis gangster rapper Yo Gotti.
TMZ reports you're on the LAPD's radar in connection to the Young Dolph shooting.
Me and Home never had one argument. You know what I'm saying? Ever in life. We never touched each other. Ever in life. We never exchanged no money ever in life. You know what I'm saying? The facts is just, I'm the biggest rapper from Memphis.
You see, back in the day, Young Dolph and Young Gotti would see eye to eye, but all that changed when Yo Gotti offered Young Dolph a deal with his record label in 2014, and Dolph turned it down.
Because he wanted to sign me. He wanted me to come over there and let him give me some money, give me a car and all that. Nah, I don't need that. I got my own ice, real ice. You know what I mean? They rocking that fake ice. Like I get real ice. Real coops paid for, titles, all that.
I see how you
every car,
today.
I put it just like this, put it like this. Every car I went and got.
According to Young Dolph, Yo Gotti began to see him as a competition after he refused to join his record label. And while they would make subtle jabs at each other, their beef hit the spotlight when Young Dolph made a tweet calling out Yo Gotti for hating on him. But while that tweet was subtle, things took a turn for the worse when Dolph released his album King of Memphis in 2016.
Why do they keep trying to make it a rap beef between you and Gotti though?
If it's something about you I just don't respect, bro, I can't sit and fake and act like it's all good.
That's understandable.
Know what I'm saying? It's like the first time I even met little dude, go in the studio. First time, you gonna really sit and downplay your artist and throw your artist up on the bus to try to persuade me in to come over there? So it's like a red alert the first time I met him.
Now, this is where things took a deadly turn for Young Dolph. At this time, Yo Gotti had grown his record label and had a few loyal dogs on his side who would go to war 10 toes down for him. So when Young Dolph declared himself the king of Memphis, Yo Gotti's loyalists took to the internet to let Young Dolph know that the beef was on sight. One of Yo Gotti's rappers who took this personally was Black Youngster.
Hey man, I'ma keep this shit G, bro. Dolph, you a bitch, you a soft ass nigga, you nice ass nigga. If you got a problem, nigga, say you got a problem. Shake ass, bitch ass nigga. Ain't no motherfucking king of Memphis. You ain't king of South Memphis, you ain't from the city, bitch.
Black Youngster didn't stop at that. Matter of fact, he stood on business and pulled up to Young Dolph's hood with some deadly gangsters from Memphis. Not only did he pull up to Young Dolph's Castalia neighborhood, but he came with heavy weaponry, arm-taking military tanks, and grade A machine guns. The city of Memphis knew for sure that the gang war was only just beginning.
Where we at right now, cuz? We in Castalia right now, cuz. What Dolph at, cuz? Where he at, cuz? Where he at? Where he at right now? Where he at? 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 See the lamb in the back? You see me?
After Black Youngster's show off at Dolph's hood, Yo Gotti was forced to speak on the beef because word on the street was that Yo Gotti had sent Black Youngster to threaten Young Dolph and his crew. But Gotti had to clear that up real quick.
What the fuck is going on with Dolph, baby? What is going on with Black Youngster? What is going on, man?
Ain't nothing popping, man.
That shit's crazy, man. That video was scary.
Yeah, I think it's probably a little misunderstanding. Ain't nothing really popping, you know.
Do you think they're gonna work it out?
I don't know, man. You know, I can't speak for
But Young Dolph didn't buy it. Matter of fact, shortly after Yo Gotti's interview, he released a diss track where he called out Yo Gotti and members of his crew, including Black Youngster. In no time, Black Youngster and Young Dolph began exchanging diss tracks every other week. This went on for a while until Black Youngster decided to squash the beat. That didn't cut it for Young Dolph, who was knee deep in the beat. As time went on, he continued to drop diss tracks aimed at Yo Gotti, including the track Play With Your Bitch, where he claimed that he had an affair with Young Gotti's baby mama. And while Yo Gotti didn't pay much attention to Dolph, he certainly had to respond to that one. He dropped the track, "Don't Beef With Me." Here's what Young Dolph didn't know about Yo Gotti. He may have been a tough rapper, but Gotti was an even tougher gangster who didn't waste time rapping diss tracks in them studio booths. So Gotti decided to test Young Dolph's gangster, and Dolph might have just passed that test. Do you think Young Dolph was gangster enough to handle Yo Gotti's smoke? Or did Young Dolph duck that fade? Hit up the comment section with facts or nah. P.S. The next gangster might be locked up for a lifetime. On December 25th, 2017, Young Dolph was on his way to a concert where he was set to perform when he found himself struck in a drive-by gunfire in North Carolina.
They started shooting, they shot. Shooting was over with. And shit, I had another party to go to that night. You know what I mean? So, shit, we went and did our party that night.
According to reports, over 100 bullets were fired on the night of Young Dolph's attempted assassination, but luckily for him, he managed to escape unscathed, and you wouldn't believe what he did next.
Shit, the next thing you know, there's footage up online of Dolph performing. You know what I'm saying? Said that line, if you think I'm going out like Pac and Biggie, you must be stupid, because it's like, shit, like everybody know it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yep, Dolph got on stage and performed his diss track for Yo Gotti, letting Gotti know he couldn't test his gangster.
You make the season look bad, that's the truth. Fuck nigga, I'm here in North Memphis more than you. I saw my first 20 videos in my hood.
But Yo Gotti didn't stop there, as several months later, Young Dolph was in yet another drive-by, and this time around, the feds confirmed that Yo Gotti was a person of interest in the incident.
In 2017, Young Dolph was shot at a Hollywood shoe store after getting into a confrontation with a group of men.
The incident happened at the Lowe's Hotel in Hollywood. Young Dolph was unlucky this time as he sustained some bullet wounds and was stuck in the hospital. At this time, it was becoming clear as day who the real gangster was.
Fans of Memphis-based rapper Young Dolph came to pay their respects, still in disbelief at this loss. They came to reflect at a memorial set up outside Makita's Cookies, where Dolph was shot and killed Wednesday afternoon.
Beef went on between the rappers until November 2021, when Young Dolph was gunned down at Makita's Bakery just a few days before Thanksgiving. Sadly, Young Dolph did not survive this incident. He finally lost his life in his beef with Yo Gotti, and word on the street was that Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, put out a $100,000 bounty on Young Dolph's head.
The jury can find Johnson guilty or not guilty on 3 different charges. Number 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. 2, first-degree murder. And the 3rd, a convicted felon in possession of a firearm.
According to rapper Straight Drop, who was sentenced to life in prison for pulling the trigger that took Young Dolph's life, revealed during the trial that he had in fact been hired and was promised a $40,000 payout for Young Dolph's life. However, before he was arrested by the authorities, he only received $800 for the job. Straight Drop also revealed during his trial that Big Juke had assured him he'd get a spot in Yo Gotti's CMG record label if he took out Young Dolph.
Man sentenced to life in prison for killing Young Dolph gets 35 more years tacked onto his sentence, meaning Justin Johnson could be in his 70s before he's even considered for parole.
While Straight Drop will be spending the rest of his life in prison, Big Juke himself has crossed over to the other side as he was gunned down on the streets of Hickory Hill in September 2024. EBG Eizzle.
What that EBG stand for, man? A lot of niggas don't know.
It's there for you buzzing guy. You hear me? That's why they brother that passed 2015.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was down for you buzzing guy.
You see, EBG's street cred is so high that he's the rapper you go to for protection whenever you find yourself in the streets of Memphis.
This the best thing, because nobody's safe out here. I'm talking about from the mayor to the basketball players, bus drop, nothing. Nobody's safe out here. It ain't safe nowhere out here.
Before all this rap and fame BS, EBG had been in the game and on the streets since he was a kid. Hell, the rapper was only 13 years old when he had his first run-in with the Fed. EBG was arrested for attempted murder at age 13, and by 16, he found himself in juvenile life for an aggravated robbery. Spending most of his teenage years in juvie didn't quite get EBG Eizzle to change his ways. He got even bigger in the street game, and things took a turn for the worse when the beef wasn't just about territory, but the rap game. In no time, not only was he getting locked up, but he was also getting in drive-bys and gunfights. He ended up with 2 bullets in his arm during one of his rodeos. And word on the street was that he got hit and paralyzed by the infamous Chopper Gang in Memphis. Now everybody and their mamas know that the Chopper Gang ran Memphis. So when EBG Eizzle started beefing with Pooh Shiesty, the streets knew it wouldn't be long before them Chopper Gang gangsters chop him up.
The only thing that made me mad is like, when I wasn't even on the internet when I got shot, like, but soon I logged on everybody, like, go check Instagram. I see motherfuckers all on the ground, capping like they shot me, like just really just clout chasing type shit. So that was just made me realize that a lot of these niggas be in this shit for attention or for the image.
Shiesty and Ejizzle began to beef right after Pooh Shiesty dropped the track Back in Blood with old block rapper Lil Durk. Not only did EBG Eizzle diss the whole of old block, but he also dissed Pooh Shiesty by dropping a track with the same title. Ejizzle dropped the track and named it Back in Blood. Pooh Shiesty dissed. Why he decided to go for Shiesty, nobody knows. But one thing was for sure, the Chopper Gang members weren't going to let him disrespect Shiesty that way. On February 6, 2021, just a couple weeks after releasing his diss track aimed at Pooh Shiesty and Durkio, EBG Eizzle was gunned down bad on the streets of downtown Memphis.
Pooh Shiesty posted something like, damn, that pussy dissed and now he can't even walk.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Yeah, he ain't had shit to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of, yeah, he ain't had nothing to do with nothing. But get back on.
When news hit the media, Shiesty didn't waste any time before mocking EBG Eizzle for getting knocked down. Shiesty took to his Instagram story where he wrote, damn, that pussy dissed, now he can't even walk. Fuck walk, I don't even think bro talking where he disappeared to. You okay? Check in, give me some time. Y'all ain't gonna put that in the next song, is it? Shit hot, ain't it? EBG Eizzle was quick to share a video of him as a response to Pooh Shiesty. Despite his arm all wrapped up in a bandage, Ejizzle made sure to let Pooh Shiesty know that he wasn't paralyzed and he was truly going to get Pooh Shiesty back in blood.
I've been hearing rumors in the wind, say I won't walk with me. We don't like to come up on that block because they might turn me in. If I hear you say this shit, I'ma eat you with your gin. I ain't got shit for the this ain't shit, bro.
EBG Eizzle may not have gotten back at Pooh Shiesty in blood, but he sure taunted Pooh Shiesty after his brother passed away.
You shot a music video right afterwards called Paralyzed.
Oh yeah, as soon as I got at the hospital, I was right back in the trenches. This shit didn't stop. I was right back, like, first day. Like, my doctor told me I didn't go outside. I was outside soon. I walked out of there, motherfucker.
In September 2022, tragedy hit Pooh Shiesty when his brother, T.P., passed away after battling brain cancer. Now, as much as EBG Eizzle would have loved to put a bully in anyone from Shiesty's gang, he took the death of T.P. as an opportunity to get back at Pooh Shiesty. EBG Eizzle dropped a diss track, Paralyzed, where he rapped, that snitching shit running your blood, your brother testified. According to EBG Eizzle, this beef with Pooh Shiesty was linked with T.P., who Eizzle believed to have been a rat for the feds. While the details of T.P.'s testimony in court remained confidential, Pooh Shiesty's post on snitching proved to the streets that EBG Eizzle knew something he shouldn't know. Shiesty wrote in his Instagram story, there's 2 types of rats in the world, only 1 type of snitch. He continued in a second story post, you don't got to talk to the police to be a rat. While getting gunned down by Chopper Gang and making it out alive to still diss them might have proved how tough of a gangster EBG Eizzle was, the streets stopped doubting his credibility when he caught a body and 20 years imprisonment as his sentence. Back in 2020, EBG Eizzle was arrested and charged with murder. Sadly, not only might this be the tragic end of his rap career, but he definitely loses credibility when he's back on the streets of North Memphis. Are there any Memphis gangsters who could go toe-to-toe with these rappers? Drop them names in the comments section and don't forget to like and subscribe.